Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Chosen Architect, and today we're going to be setting up some environmental tech. So, I hope you guys are ready. So today I want to get started with the environmental tech mod, or environmental tech 3, I do believe. It's now on its third volume, I guess you could say. I want to get started with this, and I want to set up, just basically get them set up so they can start mining some mica, which is going to take probably the longest time. And if we want to progress ever in this mod and get into the higher tiers of things, we're going to need mica. So let's go ahead and get started and figure out what we're going to need. I think a lot of this is going to be auto crafting. I don't think I want to go through this mod and handcraft everything. I think, yeah, that's probably not something I want to do. So if we take a look at environmental tech, or actually we can probably just look at the items I have right here. What I'm going to be making is a void ore miner. However, I do need the assembler, this thing right here. I can go ahead and set an autocraft for it. Actually, you know what? We don't need an autocraft for this now that I look at it. We actually just need to regular craft this thing. Now, it is going to require this thing called flash memory. It's going to require several different bits and bobs. Obsidian plates are going to be pretty easy for us to make. But the assembler is going to be one of the machines that we use a lot. To make like these structure frame bits. This right here requires an assembler, and you can see it requires litherite and this redstone imbued obsidian plate, which is also done in the assembler from what it looks like. Even though what I was seeing is, why is the recipes not showing up very well? That is one thing that's a bit weird, isn't it? Let's see, obsidian plates, flash memory, the litherite concrete. So that's made here, even though it can be made in the assembler. It looks like they just added regular crafting recipes for it. So maybe we don't need the assembler. I don't actually know. Hey, anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and start working on this because it doesn't seem like it gives any particular bonus for crafting it in the assembler. So having just a regular craft, hey, I'll go for that. So yeah, lots and lots of auto crafting I'm going to be setting up. Basically, if you want to know what you need as far as the items go, this right here, you hold down shift on the void ore miner, or the void miner now, as you are going to need a memory programmer to tell it what it is going to become, because the void miner now can also be the botanic miner, it can also be the void ore miner, it can be the material miner. So yeah, you just basically specify that inside of the programmer with a flash memory. We'll get into that here in a second. First, I've got to set up all the autocraft stuff because I want to be able to make more than one of these. And we're also going to need one that's going to go in either the nether or the inn. Probably going to go in the inn. It's just going to be a little bit easier in there. So let me go ahead and get all that done, and I'll be right back. So while Chosen 1 is over here, I'm Chosen 2, by the way. I'm going to be working on some more automation stuff while Chosen 1 is getting all the automation stuff set up for environmental tech. I'm going to be working on getting this set up. We're going to be getting some refined storage automation set up in here. So importer and exporter, we're basically going to be telling this thing, hey, we have some crafts that we need to send to this. We also need a crafter. I'm going to go ahead and make this crafter, which is the nice gold one. And this crafter is going to go into the bottom here, I believe. I think I can set it. You know what? I'm going to set it like this instead. Let's place it like this, and then we'll have this here. And then at the bottom, we will apply we'll apply an importer that's going to pull the items out. This is going to push the items in. We do, however, need to configure the inside of the rainbow generator to do this. So the back is going to be the input, the main input. We don't have any slots for fuel, so that's going to be a main input because our fuel is going to be power. And then we need to have this turned on, which is allow auto input. Of course, the things are getting in the way. Make sure that is turned on, auto output. And basically, the auto crafts are going to go in here. These are the auto crafts that require a furnace. And of course, we have tons of space in here in order to put more. And we can also put another one of these on top if we need more space, or just upgrade this one to a higher tier. But for right now, this is going to work perfect. So on the back, let's see, right, front, top, and left, bottom, right, back. Okay, back input. Front, bottom is where we want the output. Okay. So this should work perfect. And then we have the importer. That's going to import the items. Now we are going to probably need upgrades in here. So with refined storage, hopefully I have enough to be able to make a stack upgrade. Oh, I do have a stack upgrade. I'll just use that. So a stack upgrade should be fast enough to go into that. And honestly, this thing is pretty much set up. It has all the power and everything. All I got to do is run some cables. And it's set up. And see, we'll run those down and let's shrink ourselves to make this easier. And there we go. Nice. So yeah, while Chosen's working on some other stuff, I mean, I'm able to get this stuff done, which is super nice. So glad there's more than one of us. It just makes it so much easier. So I know Chosen 1 and 2 are both working on other things, but I'm Chosen 3, and well, I have another thing that I want to work on while Chosen 1 is still working on getting all the autocraft set up. Man, it takes forever. Super slow, dude. I don't know why. Why don't you guys even watch Chosen 1? You guys should definitely be watching Chosen 3. But anyways, what I'm going to be working on is taking the Salvager, which is a super powerful block from Silent Gears. And let me just demonstrate what this does. If I go ahead and I search through my list, right? We have a mob farm that's running. And let's just say I have this durability like meh golden pants, right? I can throw that inside the Salvager without any power. It's just going to run on its own. And this is going to utilize all of our gear that we're getting. And it can break down bows and everything else, even with no durability. And look at that. We just got 3 golden ingots from that. It's very powerful and could be used even early game. But I'm going to set up some automation for it. I think it will allow me to throw items into the side. Let's go ahead. It might have to go into the top. Let's get a hopper, for example. Hopper, just a regular old hopper. And we can try this. I think so long as it'll let me put items into the side, like a helmet, for example. Let's throw this. If I can just put it into the back here, yeah, that's going to work just fine. So what I'll do is I'll have a an importer, an exporter that isn't the top tier export. I think the other one goes into the creative. Like we technically could make the creative, other than the wither processors. I mean, we could make those. Those are going to require nether stars. I don't think it's going to be super necessary, but because this is going to be enough. I think this is going to be enough to filter, and we can set this to be exact off, and hopefully that will be able to be fuzzy, so that way it will accept all helmets types. And then in the bottom, we're definitely going to be putting this back into the system. So not super crazy. Cable, let's grab all of our cables, and we'll just tap into this section right here. And we'll run that through. That just needs a cable there. This is going to need a importer. And then of course we have the exporter that is hooked in here. Not the prettiest setup in the world, but we are in a compact machine. It's not going to be super, super pretty. It's just, you know, functionality. So this thing right here, I've got to go all through this and grab out every piece of armor now and gear that's coming out of our mob farm. And yeah, get it in here. That's going to take some time. Well, I guess I can send you guys back to Chosen 1 now. Man, I cannot believe Chosen 2 and 3 decided to take the spotlight today. I don't know what is the deal with those guys. But anyways, I now have pretty much everything set up and automated. I don't know why I threw those out. But over here, like, this is pretty much all the patterns we are going to need that are now set up. Not really difficult. I didn't actually, you know, think it took that much time. What did, oh, I guess, oh, by the way, Chosen 3 decided to let me know, hey, only some items can actually go inside of this. I thought, you know, I thought this was kind of cool. Look at that. Chosen 3 did say that, steel and stuff was going to be kind of an interesting thing, but it doesn't process from what he's seen. So, but yeah, man, this is actually pretty cool. Like, look at that, free resources. This over here, by the way, there's going to be lots of stuff going into this. This rainbow furnace is so fast as well. But let's go ahead and get some auto crafting done and get into the environmental tech, right? So all we got to do is search this up. First of all, let's go ahead and just simply craft this thing. Look at this. We can now start that craft, and bam, we have immediately the litherite void miner. Now, I'm also going to need a memory programmer, and I don't think I set the auto craft up for that, but I can go ahead and do that just so I don't have to craft it, I guess. I should be able to craft this right away. Let's make sure that I did craft this, and it looks like I did. Did I ever? Yeah, I crafted all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, it's just as simple as me going in here and just letting it do all the crafts. Oh, it's just, that's pretty satisfying. Ooh, that is something that I am missing. So, oh, notice this. Okay, so when you are doing auto crafting, this is something that you're probably going to encounter just like I'd have. And it's pretty like infuriating that this happens. But over here, I think it's this. Yes, this is requiring, let's see, it actually might be the sticks. This right here. One of these patterns are requiring sticks, right? So this right here, this recipe is requiring these particular sticks. And as you can see, it automatically defaulted to those. And that's not what we need. We need regular sticks. I know. And make sure it's set to exact on that one, because otherwise that's going to be a problem. Also, stone is something that I probably also need to get auto-crafted. Don't know why I have yet to do that, but this is a process. So if I throw this in the processor, it should be good to go. Now on this one, is this using regular sticks as well? Let me throw the stone over here, by the way. I don't actually know. Which one was that? That was, this right here requires these? No, because I made regular torches. And I made sure the sticks on these should work. Okay, so I should be able to throw these back in. Now, as I troubleshoot all my problems, it's still needing those sticks. I just don't know what from. And then it's needing reinforced stone, because something in here is requiring that particular type of stone. Let me go through here and troubleshoot this. Okay, I just had to fix my torch and these guys, and hey, it's ready to go. Look at that. So I think this recipe, though, some things are going to require waiting for some things to be cooked, but it shouldn't take too long at all. So the memory programmer is going to be our little friend over here. This thing right here, as you can see, lets us specify whether we want the ore miner, botanic miner, resource miner, or multi-miners, which I don't really, I guess there's a, let's see, multi-miner, crystal miner. Is this a way to specify multiple? I don't actually know too much about multi-miners, so maybe you guys know more about it. Let me know. The information on this mod is there. It's in the tags and stuff, but like here. But it used to have a book. I don't think the book is in yet, right? It used to be like a digital guide, but yeah, I don't think it's back in here just yet. But anyways, we can go ahead and craft all this stuff. Let's take a look. So this right here, we definitely know what we need, right? By this right here. We're going to need 20 frames. We're also going to need a panel. I'm going to go ahead and start from the bottom first, though, and work our way up. And the reason I want to do that is because some things actually require the structure panels. And so if I craft from the top down, then those panels, the 18 that I make, will probably get used up as we make some of the other things, like the IO ports and things like that. So we'll end up with our numbers being a little off. So laser lens holder. Laser lens holder. I actually don't think I made that, but I did make a laser core, which we need 2 of them, right? So 2 laser cores, simple to craft up, bam, and we have our 2 laser cores. Now what was the other thing we needed? Laser lens holder. Oh, and that requires the 2. Okay, so I can just go ahead and recraft these, and I didn't have to set up an autocraft for that. But everything else. So let's see. Modifiers. Null modifiers. Let's make 2 of those. And bam, we have those now. The laser core I've already done. So it says that we need 5 IO ports or frames. So keep in mind that we only need 2 IO ports. We need an IO port for power input and an IO port for item export. And that's these 2 right here. So really we only need 1 of these, and then we only need 1 of the item outputs. And so your calculations are going to have to change a little bit as far as this number goes up on the top on the frame. You're actually going to need 22 frames that are tier 1. just to cover for those IO ports that are going to be gone. And then let's see, we need 18 panels. So 18 structure panels. And we're missing gold nuggets. Ooh, I guess I didn't make an autocraft for gold nuggets. That gives me a chance to do that. So that's a simple crafting recipe. Just like that. And throw that in there, and we should be able to do that. Right? So yeah, structure panels, 18. Bam, and that is done as well. Oh, I love auto crafting. It makes things so much faster. And then last but not least, we need our 20 frames, which in my opinion is probably one of the most tedious things to craft. Except for 20, we're going to need 22. And yeah, look at all the stuff that this requires, like that you would have to craft manually. And then also know all the calculations for how much you actually needed without wasting stuff. It's pretty crazy. So we can start that and immediately have this done. And the good thing is we can port all this to the newer stuff as well. So whenever we get some better materials out of our machines, we're going to be good to go. Also, while I'm here, we are also going to need the last thing, and that is going to be flash memory. And that flash memory is going to tell this what we're going to be using this for. So the thing I want to get, I believe, is the resource miner. I think the resource miner can mine up mica. I actually need to do a quick research to find out, because this has to go in the end, and I don't remember if it's the resource or ore miner. I think it's the resource miner. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the resource miner, and we'll find out. Okay, so we have different types here. What's this all about? Loose resource miner, frozen resource miner, rocky resource miner. Okay. Multi-miners? Crystal miner, ore miner, resource miner. I definitely want this to be a resource miner. Botanic miner, multi-miner. Resource miner. Rocky miner? Okay, rocky? Why is this not letting me program it? That's interesting. I'm such a dork. It requires power. Oh, man. Okay. We need a point. That's me being, me overlooking things. Of course it requires power. Why would it not require power? Oh my god. Nope, nope, nope. What are you? Oh, I didn't want a rocky resource miner. Can I put it back in here and reprogram you? I just want a regular resource miner. So this is a multi-resource miner that should work with everything that is specifying. So hopefully, yeah, I just have it set to regular resource miner. Okay, let's go set this up. Now, this is going to require, I'm going to go ahead and use an item pipe to pipe these items out. We're also going to need a chest. I guess I can use an ender chest. You go ahead and use a white ender chest. Same as we've been working on. I don't know why I should have an autocraft set up for this, honestly, but I don't at the moment. And then we're gonna need a point. Same as what we just used there. Okay, so we have power, we have everything ready to go. You may be thinking, well, don't you need an assembler? Like, doesn't this mod still have that old assembler in it? Nope, that's pretty much gone. I'm pretty sure you just shift right click and things are gonna work. So we need to go to the end, because like I said, to be able to get mica, which we need from this mod to progress, well, we need to go into the end dimension. So let's go ahead and head over into the end, and let's try to go somewhere that's not going to get blown up by us being goofy. I think this spot is going to be pretty good over here. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and place it here. Let's grab some building blocks. Some actual building blocks. What am I? Let's grab some endstone. Why not? And then I'm going to place this upside down. I know that sounds crazy, but this is actually going to get placed upside down. The actual laser. Like that. So now all I need to do is have the items in my inventory. And I think I shift right click on this. And it should work. I believe. Maybe I'm... Shift punch? I don't think it needs the card in it yet, does it? No, it doesn't need the card. 1 second. Okay, so I totally missed this when I opened the inventory, but there's a little tiny button up here that says auto utility, and we should be able to set it to build multi-block. It's going to take all of the items out of our inventory here, just like that. And there we go. We have the multi-block built, and I think it set everything up exactly how I would want it to be set up. Minus these two sections here, which would have been these, so instead I just have to manually place them. And then that should work. And we have the laser, which means it is now working. And then I put the flash memory in here, and we need to give it power. Not on this block like we used to. We need to give it on the FE input. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this here, hit main. And then over here, it should automatically be generating resources. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my pipe down, place my ender chest, and then make sure we have everything wrenched appropriately. And we should start, actually, you know what? I'm going to probably replace this ender chest with a regular chest just so I can kind of monitor what items are going in here. So let's grab a regular chest for right now. Just so I can see, make sure Mica is actually coming out of this. Because that is the main thing that I want from this whole setup. Now, I don't know if I can speed things up by doing this. Does that work? Or does this like entire multi-block like need? I think it's like the entire multi-block because like there's no way that that's, yeah. So that, okay, so it's just generating regular resources. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it for a little while and hope that this thing is going to be generating the mica that I really want. I don't know if changing the lens color is a thing anymore. Mica just doesn't really show up in the JEI list like it used to. But it is used for the upgrades later on down the road. So now, for some reason, you can't actually claim your chunk here. Like, I noticed that, like, in the end, I can't claim the chunks for whatever reason, so I can't force load them the normal way. Now, if you are playing on single player, I recommend going into the settings of your mod pack. You'll find a folder called config, and then you'll look for a file that is called flux, I believe it's fluxnetworks.common. I believe it's the common file. And this right here, you're gonna want to open that file with a text editor and enable the chunk loading. It should say false, just turn it to true. And so long as you're not on a server, you should be able to do this. And that is going to allow this to stay chunk loaded. However, I did build this in just the right spot. Hopefully it chunk loads more than just the current chunk it's in. Otherwise it won't work even when I'm gone. But I am still looking to find out if that's going to happen. I am going to go ahead and get another one of these set up. And I'm going to place it in the overworld. And I'm going to go after crystals. I do believe, or I could probably try and place it. You know what? I probably should place it here in the end, just because I don't know if anything special happens here in the end with it. Yeah, it's producing alabaster, which is kind of cool. Whole bunch of different colors of different alabaster, like stone types. And hopefully when I get back, we'll have some mica potentially. If not, then it probably generates somewhere else. I should probably check their Discord. So as far as our crystal miner goes, I was looking over on the Discord, and the FAQ that is there has pretty much everything listed, like where to find mica. And it says resource miner in the end or the nether. So we are good on this. So we should get mica. Oh, right there. We do have mica. So like I said, that should work. And then it also says, why does a crystal miner not get me nanorite or zerothium? I believe that's the last two things. And those crystals can only be mined up in the end as well. So hopefully this should mine everything. We're about to place down a crystal miner. So the only thing you have to do differently than this is just when you flash your memory, make sure you flash this to crystal miner, and that can go in there. I'm not going to put it in just yet because, like I said, I need to assemble this. So let's go ahead and build the multi-block. Invalid player facing direction. Multi-block. There we go. I guess I was facing some weird direction. I don't know. The last two blocks, of course, I have to hand place in. And then that laser should kick on. The multi-block has been completed. And thus, I'm going to put this in here and set it up the exact same way that we set up the other one. Of course, I am going to also force the chunk loading onto this one, so it should stay running, which is good. That is a setting that I always forget to just turn on in these packs, and I should have turned them on a long time ago. But there we go. So all we got to do is just sort of wait, and we should start to see crystals build up in here. So I went ahead and placed down myself another one that's right here in our base. This one's going to be definitely a botanic miner. I've already got it all set up and ready to go. And it has already mined up several different things, and I'm hoping for some different wood type variants, like all different kinds of wood that we can't really obtain otherwise. I'm hoping that it will show up here. Like here's stuff from Nature's Aura. There's going to be things that we can't actually obtain in our world that we can only obtain through this means. Also, I wanted to show you guys the RGB controller, because what we can do with this is we can actually change these sliders, and we can make this really any color we want. So if I want to get it right around that orangey color, I can do so, and then just click the multi-blocks to change this into any color we want. Like, how cool is that? And we can customize this whole thing. Let's say we want to go back to that cyan. Let's add some blue into there. Turn down this. Let's get some of that green. Get some of that light blue going. Look at that. And then we also have, I don't know what this slider does. I honestly don't have a clue what this one. Channel, I don't know what that means. It did seem like it changed. Oh, maybe it's the brightness, like the light. Maybe it input or outputs light. That would be kind of cool, because you know, we don't want mob spawning on this. If they're able to spawn on here, we definitely don't want them doing that. But yeah, look at that. We can change the colors of these things, which is kind of cool. That's pretty neat. And I can't complain too much. I think that looks pretty cool. And we can even make them all black if we want. Ooh, I bet that looks kind of cool. That is pretty interesting. Huh. Very neat. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys that I made this. Oh, and that we're getting our resources from here. Oh yes, because this is stuff that we can't get elsewhere. So I went ahead and just went and used a broad botanic miner from the multis. You can be more specific. You can be like, hey, I only want forestry related items, and then you can only get forestry related items. But I wanted to change it up and make sure I was getting everything. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and thank the sponsor of today's video. So of course, let's go ahead and get that in here. That's gonna be what? This line right here, right? I want to say a huge thanks to PhysicsFell. I believe that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. And I really do appreciate it. Guys, if you're interested in becoming a Patreon yourself, of course, you can find that link down in the description below. Guys, I'd really appreciate it. Another great way to support is, of course, by clicking that subscribe button and giving this video a thumbs up, and maybe commenting something down below. Maybe which Chosen did you like the best? Chosen 1, 2, or 3? I don't know. You can let me know down in the comments below which one was your favorite. Maybe we'll feature some more Chosen 1, 2, and 3 in the next video. But guys, I hope you enjoyed. Of course, I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.